Hello, Places for the Past fan. Today we are in Edinburgh at Morningside, and yeah, looking at that wee sign, and if you look over there you can just about see something sticking up through the trees, so we'll save that for a wee bit later and we'll head off down this way. Morningside is today a very affluent and posh suburb of Edinburgh. Once upon a time it was its own wee village, and this was the wee village graveyard. I've never been here before. It looks like it's quite a big one. Date wise, no idea. I'm guessing back into the late 1800s, but nothing to back that up. Certainly can't see anything that looks older than that from where I'm standing. Over there, Helen Brunton, 1936. Oh, look at the font on that. That's really cool. You know, we like a bit of nice fonty. Look at that. That's quite funky. It's almost like a comic book font. 1984 for old Jean. But heading up this way, because obviously over here we're going to go and say hello to S. Smith of the Royal Signals, 1944, aged 29. Though lost to sight, to memory ever dear, apparently. Yeah, 1948, 1943, 1991, we're getting a bit modern. I think this might be, yeah, it's pretty higgledy-piggledy, which is nice, but I'm not really sure how chronologically it goes. Oh, and here's an unusual war grave, because it's a war grave for a lady, Margaret White Walker, the Auxiliary Territorial Service, 1945. And White Walkers, isn't that something from Game of Thrones? That one was Margaret the White Walker. And that's pretty cool. In front of it there's a little addendum that says, to the memory of Margaret Walker from the employees of William Tyne Limited. No idea what William Tyne did, but old Margaret there worked for them. Heading along this way, lots of these stones have fallen down. That's one good thing about the Commonwealth War Graves Commission and the work that they do, is the Commonwealth War Graves are always very well looked after, even if everything round about them is a bit... oh, hang on. This is in memory of Mary Macbeath, beloved wife of David Mackenzie, who died 19 blah blah blah, and their son Corporal J.B. Mackenzie, 14th Royal Scots, killed in action at Sacardere Gallipoli, one for our Australia and New Zealand friends, in 1915. So that's that there is what I say, Corporal Mackenzie, and next to Corporal Mackenzie is Private McElrath of the Royal Army Service Corps, again 1919. So we've gone from Second World War to First World War. We are definitely getting older. That one over there, the big sticky up one, is 1913. So yeah, older bits happening. It's all very widely spaced out here. There's lots of gaps and lots of space. Let's go and have a look at some more war graves, shall we? How's that for a plan? That's what I'm going to do anyway. So if you don't want to, then bye. Right, Lieutenant Albert James McInnes, the Royal Army Medical Corps, 1920. That's so we've got military people and medical people and support people all in the same graveyard. Private Wood, Royal Scots, again 1920. There's so many war graves here. Standing here I can see, yeah, probably see more than I've got time to go and visit today, but there's Private Mayor of the Devonshire Regiment, 1919. Right, let's play at Sesame Street. I am the Count and I like to count. Today I'm going to count 1, 2, oh, there's a black war grave over there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, oh, one over there, 10, and that's just in a little bit I can see, but I saw a black one, so let's go and look at the black marble. Yeah, marble, you know what I mean, the black war grave. And on the way over there, I was stopped in my tracks by this one. This is Nurse Leila Mabel Elliott, Territorial Nursing SCE Service. Again, 1920. I've never ever seen a Territorial Nursing Service gravestone before, so that's a new one on me. Hello, Leila. To the memory of Hannah Gordon Anderson, daughter of William Anderson, the author of The Scottish Nation, I guess that would be with the bits missing, born October 1841, died 1896, and also her brother and various other folk all the way down there. Charles Edward Anderson, captain in the Gordon Highlanders, born 1890, killed in action on the Somme, 20th July 1916. And this is a very unusual granite Commonwealth War gravestone. You don't see many of these. It is Corporal F. Black, the 5th Battalion Royal Scots, the Queen's Edinburgh Rifles, as you can see there. Again, First World War, 1915. Must be a replacement stone. And behind him, there's these two that I've got rather posh looking bronze inserts. Let's have a wee look. The bronze is certainly holding up better than the stone is, but these both date to the early 1900s. Oh, that one actually 1897, so very late 1800s for the wee angel and body there. Oh, and those look a bit happier. That is a happier looking angel and small child. And I turn round and I see one down there and one there and one over there. There must have been a military hospital in the vicinity. I'll Google that and let you know, or you can Google it for yourself. Morningside Hospital, Edinburgh, military, World War I. Go on, that's what you've got to type in. I think I've just about got a new favourite graveyard in Edinburgh, and I've not shown you the one that is in Gorgie yet. That's another, Dalry rather, an amazing graveyard. That's one for the future, that is. You can tell from the style of these that they're going to be 1930s. Oh, Archibald McCallum, FEIS, Fellow of the Educational Institute of Scotland. That is a bit of a guess, but he's a retired schoolmaster, so it's not a bad guess. Born 1860, died 1931. Well, he's born at Kilmartin, home of the Kilmartin Stones. We've got an episode on them somewhere on this channel if you want to go and look at that, and if you don't, then obviously don't. In ever loving memory of John Ingram Smith, 1931. Elizabeth Carrick, 1939. Yes, we're back in the 1930s. Let's keep going and see how far back we can actually get. But as I said, I think late 1800s is probably going to be about it. Hello, Private W.R. Simpson. Oh, there's another regiment we've never heard of before. This is being so interesting. 5th Reserve Regiment of Cavalry, January 1915, aged 25. I can empathise with this guy. This is the Reverend Matthew Armour, minister of the United Free Church on Papa Westray, which is a wee island off Orkney, and latterly at Keith in Caithness, where we have also been. He died 1932. It says there his works do follow him, and I can relate to that because I keep getting phone calls about work as well, even when I'm not working. Private Tully of the Highland Light Infantry, again 1918, so we're still in the First World War, but we're not getting much older. This is the main sort of thoroughfare through the graveyard once upon a time, judging by the alignment of these stones. So let's go and have a look at that. This is a vast graveyard. I've just walked up the hill a little bit, and yeah, there's even more of it over there. This is living memory of Agnes Laird, wife of the late Robert Stewart Sanderson, entered rest 1925. So yeah, there's some amazing stones here. This is an area that has certainly now got lots of money, and I'm guessing back in these days, yeah, had lots of money. But have you noticed something interesting that I've just twigged? None of these have got occupations on them. Usually they say like he was a farmer or he was a merchant or something. These don't have. That mustn't be. It must be a bit ostentatious for the good people of Morningside. We're heading towards a big cross thing, but there's Sergeant W. Hoffey. Did I say Hoffey? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Hoffey, flight engineer, Royal Air Force, 1944. Gone from amongst us, oh how we miss him. This is an amazing graveyard. This was such a good wee diversion. I'm supposed to be out doing proper filming for the other channel, but nobody's watching that at the moment, so I might as well just do this instead. Heading up to the top of the hill, oh, and here are two Air Force gentlemen. Sergeant Holmes, wireless operator, air gunner from the Royal Air Force, August 1944, and Sergeant Hogg, navigator from 1943. Right, so this is an airman's cemetery as well. There was a base at RAF Turnhouse. I wonder if they were connected to that. Another family with quite a big story. Margaret Adamson Dodds, wife of the Reverend J. Mitchell Watson, who died 1912. Also J. Mitchell Watson himself from Leitham, who died 1919. But look at the sons. Norman B. Watson, private in the 4th Royal Scots, died in Malta, 1915. And J. M. Watson, a captain in the King's Own Scottish Borderers, killed in Palestine. Funny that, eh? 13th November 1917. If a graveyard has a sufficient quantity of war graves, like there's another one over there, it's amazing how they stand out in their white limestone. They're allowed to have a cross of sacrifice. So this is Morningside's cross of sacrifice. There, this cross of sacrifice is one in design and intention with those which have been set up, and you can read that for yourself. There you go. It's, these things are always so impressive. I do love them. Well, there's a picture there. I'll take a photograph of that with the blue sky in the background. Who's that for a plan? Oh, there's one that disproves my previous theory that he was a stockbroker in Edinburgh. So, stockbroker, lots of money, great big granite column. That's, yeah, very impressive. Another one with a nice bronze insert. That is church memory of Captain G. McGregor, MC, Military Cross, 2nd Battalion, Queen's Own Cameron Highlanders. He died in 1926, but he lives on, ... It's a bit threatening. And I'm not forgetting you, Second Lieutenant Ross of the Highland Light Infantry, 1942. So judging by the way these are facing this wall, obviously, yeah, there must be more graveyard possibly under those houses. New idea. This is an old sort of channel, an old road. Channel? You know what I mean, shut up here. And this is a very large and very imposing stone. I'll step back to give you an idea of its scale for a guy called George Liechtenstein, who was born in that place I'm not even going to try in Hungary, 1827, died 1893. And he was a Hungarian patriot, representative of Kossuth Provisional Government at the Prussian court in 1849, refugee in London for 40 years, and then a professor of music in Edinburgh. So yeah, if you're Hungarian then you might know who that is. I've got absolutely no idea. And that is as far as we can get in this direction, so we're going to head back now into town and pick up the story again on Scotland on a shoestring once I recharge my batteries, because inadvertently I've let all my batteries go flat, which is why this is getting filmed on the phone and probably sounds a bit iffy. I'm now at the opposite side of the graveyard, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 that I can see from just where I'm standing. There's quite a lot of war graves in this graveyard. Supposed to be heading for the exit, as I just said. This is one of those little after bits, but that stone, it just looked quite impressive, in memory of Sarah Elizabeth, second daughter of James Hunter of Thurston, and for nearly 34 years wife of George Seton, advocate, blah blah blah. 1819, 1883, yeah, you can read all that for yourself. Yeah, that is quite an impressive stone. Again, somebody with a pound or two in the bank. Here's another war grave that's not a war grave, in memory of Thomas McIver Dean, Royal Air Force, died 29th of August 1941, aged 25, and he was the husband of Nan, who died in 2004. And then of Sergeant James C.R. Fraser Black, oh look at that, died while prisoner of war, 16th July 1941, aged 27. I'm guessing they were brothers, so that's one died in August and one died in July 1941. Oops, breaking the law. You're not allowed to film. I suppose commercial on this channel is not monetized, so you could argue that I'm not being commercial at all. I wish I'd paid more attention when I came in, because there's a map with lots of numbers on it, and there's a key to who's buried there. Interesting, the Cadell sisters' grave, the medical students of Elsie Ingalls. She is an amazing woman and an Edinburgh native. Go and check out what Elsie Ingalls got up to in the First World War. Gourlay Steele, Queen Victoria's official animal painter, as opposed to all those unofficial animal painters.